Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to today's edition of the Daily Weather by the Weather Wizard. In today's video, we're going to talk about the warm pattern that is coming to an end, our next chance for precipitation, and the major changes that have undergone with this next storm. A strong and possibly damaging wind event Friday. This is new news to me, as I wasn't expecting this before, and I will talk about why this has appeared, and we will talk about a little bit about the longer range. So without further ado, let's get into our daily weather for today. Alright guys, here's today's weather map produced by the National Weather Service. So, this is not the storm that is the problem. This storm is giving rain and parts of snow to the UP of Michigan and southern Canada. This will move out. Not a big deal, maybe a little severe weather. But the main storm is, I think it's around here. This will slide northeast and it will strengthen significantly. And then right about here, it will start to weaken. Now the problem with this storm, I think it is very, it's a tough forecast and there's a lot going on with this storm. Same areas that just saw the tornado outbreak, there's a moderate risk of severe weather, which is the second highest category of severe weather. So another tornado outbreak is possible tomorrow in the southeast, the same places that just got hit by the tornado outbreak. This is a very bad situation. So we know this storm has a lot of power with it. What we don't know is when that power will start to diminish. Will it diminish here, here, or here? The exact track of the system, which matters because right now the models are suggesting the storm takes a path somewhat like that. Now if this storm decides to shift a little bit southeast and go here, our winds will not be as great. There will only be advisory criteria. If this storm decides to go right here, we could see warning criteria amounts 60 to 65 miles an hour, with possibly a dry slot moving in Friday morning and early afternoon, which would be significant. If we saw that dry slot move in, that could, the sun would create mixing and it would create for higher wind gusts possible. So it all depends on the exact track of the system, and it also depends on the strength of the system itself. As of right now, the latest trends are slightly back to the southeast, which would mean a little less wind. Both the NAM and European were on board with gusts up to 65 miles an hour. The NAM now downgraded to 50 miles an hour. We'll have to see if that trend holds or if it's just a flip-flop type of situation. But I think that models will flip-flop over the next day, but they will be set in concrete probably by this time tomorrow or tomorrow evening. Definitely going to have to monitor this very closely. This could be a very high wind event and a very damaging wind event. Otherwise, for the longer range, I expect multiple storms, similar to the wind event we're going to see, to go to our northwest. So we could see multiple wind events, at least of advisory criteria, maybe warning criteria over the next couple of weeks, with some cold fronts, with cold fronts, and maybe some snow showers on the back end. So that's a little bit for your long range, but otherwise it will stay mostly warm, but a little bit cooler next week as those cold fronts come through. So I know it's a little bit long, but just want to stress the possibility of a high wind event. And now let's look at our 7-day forecast. Alright guys, here's your 7-day forecast. Today you can expect some morning showers that already passed. Maybe a few breaks of sun in the afternoon, high of 67. Tomorrow will be partly cloudy, very warm with some thunderstorms developing overnight. Depending if we get in that dry slot Friday morning or not, the winds could be elevated Friday afternoon. Depending on the trends, I could see gusts up to 65 miles an hour. This may be lowered or possibly increased tomorrow depending on the exact track of the system and the dry slot. But tomorrow's high will be 61 and dropping. Saturday and Sunday you can expect temperatures near 50 for both days. A little bit below on Saturday, a little bit above on Sunday with a couple showers for both days. And then to start your week next week, we see a warming trend from the 40s to the 50s with a little bit of sun on Monday, and there will be no snow on Tuesday. I forgot to change that. I was rushing this morning. But it will be high 54 on Tuesday. So that is all for today's forecast, everyone. Thank you, stay tuned, and have a fantastic day. And also, make sure to please subscribe to your left if you have not already done so. Turn on your notifications, and when you do that, hit the all option as you will get all my notifications of my uploads. And make sure to give this video a thumbs up and like the video. And share it with your friends. And if you find any of your previous videos, click to the right. This is all for today, guys. I'll see you in tomorrow morning's upload.